Hey everybody, how are you? How goes it? Yeah, before I start the roleplay, I just wanted to explain what happened. Basically, I booted up my computer and it was acting super slow. I could barely get anything to load right. So I did some troubleshooting. I made sure all my software was updated. The computer needed some updates, so I updated the computer. And that initially didn't work. So then I just said, screw it, and did a hard reboot. And now things work. It's so weird. Because yeah, not only were things super slow, I couldn't even get a couple programs to run. Like my streaming software, it would not load at all. And I was like, what? So yeah, I do a lot of troubleshooting and a lot of just trying things, and I finally got it to work. Yeah, if y'all have been trying to reach me on like Twitter or Discord, I barely had time to check anything today. I had my hands full of little fox. And also I wasn't checking anything while I was troubleshooting my computer. Thank you, Grim. I'm sure whatever you do with the Amber model, it'll turn out great. So yeah, unfortunately this is going to be a short role play, as after like 10:30 my time, I have to get little Fox back and not be in the office. So at this point, I could probably only role play for like maybe an hour. But that should be enough time. Fox o'clock is around 10:30. Usually on Friday nights it's later, but my mom and pops are working tomorrow, so they have to get up early like any other workday. So they usually go to bed a bit after 10:30, which is when our local news is over. Yeah, give me a heads up, a 5-minute warning, so I can start shutting everything down. If my folks happen to stay up later and I can keep streaming a bit, great. If not, then this is going to be a short one, and I apologize for that. But yeah, sometimes technical difficulties happen. Like, it's weird, but it happens. Y'all miss nothing. This stream just started now because I had so many tech issues trying to set things up. My computer was acting like a complete butt. The only political thing I'll say is LOL to all the Nevada memes. And I'm allowed to laugh at Nevada because I used to work in that state, and yeah, it's worth making fun of that state. It deserves it. Aw, thank you, Emma. I swear, every one of my models hates when I take a drink of something. The moment I lift the cup or bottle up, it's like, nah, fam, I'm gonna freak out. Alright, if everyone is here, and hello everyone who just joined. If you're ready to start, I will switch over to Sonja if everybody's ready, and yeah. And just a heads up, Sonja's model doesn't have her full tail yet. The person working on her is still working on making her tail. So that's why you don't see a tail behind her with her model. So I'll be getting a new model for Sonja shortly as soon as the person working on her can finish the tail. She's having a hard time with it. So yeah, I will switch over to Sonja now. If I can get this dang bottle to close, steam. There we go. Oh, hello everyone. Welcome to my office party. It's a pleasure to have you here. I hope you all have a good time. Hello everybody. I'm afraid this is going to be a short party. My boss doesn't let me use the office during the off hours very long. Mostly because the cleaning crew has to come through. Oh, the snake? Oh, that's not really a pet. That's actually a baby. Belongs to one of my coworkers. I look after it when she's working a late shift in the other office. Oh, well, in case you didn't read the sign, this is a law firm. I'm finally an attorney. Like a full-fledged one in the city. I was practicing in the forest, but I didn't have, like, a license or anything. My boss is one of the top lawyers in Center City. So I'm so happy to have gotten this job. Oh, you can pet the baby if you'd like. She doesn't bite. So, how is everyone doing? As for what kind of Lamia I am, I'm a constrictor. I think I'm related to a Burmese python, but my parents weren't very clear with me. Our kind of parents are very distant. They kind of just raise us until we're old enough to fend for ourselves and then just dump us. And yes, there's lots and lots of food. I'm never quite sure what regular people eat, so I tend to put out a variety of things when I host a lot of people. There's also a lot of drinks too. Not much alcohol because I am mostly sober, but there's soda and juice, lots of water. I got sparkling water too. Oh, I don't have fangs because my fangs are broken. That's why I speak with a lisp. Because my fangs are broken, I can't retract them. Yes, Mr. Wayne. That's pretty much what we're celebrating. And yes, I can sense heat. Not as well as, like, an actual snake, but I can sense heat. Many of you are quite warm. It's interesting. Oh, my teeth broke in an accident back when I lived in the forest. I had someone help me out by giving me fake teeth, but they didn't last very long. They were kinda flimsy. But it was a nice sentiment. How do I sleep? I sleep in a bed, all curled up. Usually I try to keep it nice and warm with a heated blanket. Well, I finally get dental through my employer, but they're kinda prejudiced against my kind. A lot of people fear us because unlike, you know, sweet, fluffy people like the cat people and the fox people and the bunny people who seem sweet and whatnot, lots of people fear snakes. So a lot of businesses are prejudiced. I know I don't deserve it, but it's just something that happens, you know? There's really nothing I can do about it right now, but I'm hoping through my boss and his contacts up in leadership in the city, they can pass some regulations that make for equal opportunity for businesses to be more tolerant. I kind of did a lot of secretarial work at a bunch of different law firms. I just kind of was the paper pusher and the coffee girl. It was hard moving from the forest to the city. Yeah, there's a bit of a prejudice that people assume we're all venomous. And unfortunately, Lamia, like my cousin, don't help because my cousin is a viper. So she has venom. It's funny, I kind of moved to the city all by myself. After I met a nice, kind human who kind of inspired me and complimented me on my knowledge of the law. Nice to meet you, Asa. And yes, they have a work schedule. I come in at 8 in the morning, and I usually leave by 4, but a lot of times the boss makes me stay late. I mostly just work with humans. There is a Neko who works for the mayor who comes to visit this office seeking legal counsel. I think a rabbit girl applied for a job, but I don't know if she's been hired yet. I eat mostly human food. Sometimes I'll take a regular mouse, like I don't need a mouse person, that'd be terrible. It just depends on what's going on with my system. How I help people to fear snakes? I just be kind to them and show them that we're not all bad. My favorite food is probably apple pie. There's something nice about it, nice and warm. My favorite show? Oh, that's tough. I watch a bit of House of Cards. But with my work schedule, I don't really have much time for TV. Usually by the time I go home, I'm very tired, and I usually have some work to do at home too, so I'm on the computer a lot, and then I go to bed. I've had pumpkin pie before. Oh, for your human holiday. I believe it's called Thanksgiving. I celebrated it with some humans. They invited me so I could experience a bit more of human culture. I don't know if you ever tried this fast food place, but it's called Burger Queen, and they have a chocolate sundae pie, and it's so good. My favorite singer? Probably Halsey. No, I don't save my shed skin. That'd be gross. Well, considering the size of the average mouse, they kind of just go down easy. But I don't eat them that often. I don't think I'm some kind of terrible person. Usually, I get them from a breeder that specializes in breeder mice. So the breds not be very smart. They actually barely have any brains. They're mostly bred for their meat. I work 5 days a week. I'm off most weekends, but sometimes I get work to do at home. So far, I've gotten quite a few clients, though some have been afraid of me, which has been very unfortunate. But at the same time, I've had other clients that think because I'm a Lamia, I can be very intimidating and scare people into submission. Yeah, pet stores, there's a lot of them. What's interesting is sometimes the ones that take shelter animals, they'll take neckos, but not realize they're neckos, and put them up for adoption, only for them to change back from their cat forms. And it's very, very funny when that happens. My parents are both constrictors, but somewhere in our family lineage was a viper, because my cousin, Jolie, she's a viper. And she's also a detective and a cop. Sorry, I'm not very big on cults. I'm not even into religion either. Oh, by all means, take some tea from the kettle. It's fresh. And just curl up anywhere you want to. I'm sorry my office isn't very big. Well, it's those of you leaving, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate ya. Moths are interesting. Interesting little critters. I know a harpy named Sierra, a mermaid named Taima, and a spider named Arachna. I have green tea, Earl Grey, and this nice hibiscus tea. My boss has had to hire a bail bondsman before, but not super often. Hello there, I'm doing quite well. Just enjoying my new job and my new life. I'm not really looking for a relationship right now. There's someone I'm kind of seeing, but it's a casual thing. We're not like official, we're just like really, really close friends. Like really close. And I like them, but you know, sometimes you gotta take things slow. They suggested I try speed dating if I was really interested in a relationship. So I might do that sometime. How to promote the business? Well, My boss is one of the top attorneys in the city, so there are billboards everywhere and ads on TV and everything. What do I do when I feel down or stressed? I usually curl up with a good book. I read mostly non-fiction though. Oh yes, I get nervous in court all the time because I never know if I'll win the case or not. Really depends on the judge and what the crime is and how the person presents themselves. How do I help others? Well, I've been told I give good hugs. And some people like it when I wrap my tail around them. I'm a defense attorney. I thought about prosecution, but it's not for me. I feel too much like the bad guy. I don't really hate anything. I'm a pretty tolerant person. It depends on the size of the snake, how big the organs are. So, I'm no doctor. Some of my pet peeves are those people who hate on my kind because we're snakes, judging us before they get to know us. That's really bothersome. Some cases I won't take are cases that involve harm to children. I don't like defending those kinds of people. Mostly because if there's proof you harmed a child, you're kind of scummy. Or actually, you are scummy. You're beyond scummy. What do I fear most? Probably having to go back to the forest and losing my dreams. Unfortunately, while I have a sense of humor, I'm not very good at telling jokes or puns. I'm doing well. How are you doing? Oh yes, I have met a judge. It's so funny. He was totally afraid of me, because even though I don't have fangs, he was convinced I'd get angry and bite him. I've read the Legend of Medusa. Thought it was interesting. The leader? Well, the city has a mayor who does a pretty good job. Then, of course, there's the usual checks and balances. House, Senate, all that stuff. My tail's pretty soft. My scales are very silky. What do I do on my off days? Sometimes I go see a movie even though I can't right now. Or I go to the library and read a book or two. Sometimes I just hang out in a coffee shop. Or I'll talk to friends online or on the phone because it's not safe to meet people in person right now unless you're going to work. I rarely get mad, and I'm not much of a biter. Well, maybe in certain instances I might bite, but it's not when I'm mad. Oh, I'm not venomous because I'm a constrictor. Let's see, one thing I can't live without. Probably my computer. It has all my data entry stuff on it and my records of all my schooling. I hate if something happened to it. I like to swim, but I am not good at it at all. I try to swim to visit my mermaid friend, but she usually has to hold me up. Living in the city is expensive, mostly. It's not super hard, and I like the fact that it's easy to get around, but very expensive. I don't listen to a lot of violent music. I like things that are soft and calming. I do work when it snows because the office is nice and warm. They put on extra heat for me. Hello, everybody. Hello. Wow, a lot of you are very down yourselves. That's not good. I'm sure there's something special about all of you. I keep my tail warm using blankets. I have a slip-on too for going outside. And yes, I know about the underwater snakes. They don't really scare me though. And my tail's about a few feet long. I've never met or heard of a Lyra before. I'm sorry. I say every few months. And that thing just gets thrown away in the trash. What's great about you? I think you're incredibly sweet. And there aren't as many sweet people in the world. If I could wish for one thing, what I wish for? Probably a more tolerant society and one with less poverty. Because based on my line of work, it's usually poverty that leads to crime. When is my birthday? It was sometime in the spring that I hatched. My parents never told me the exact day. I think they forgot. One thing about my life I would change. Oh, that's hard. That's very hard. Very, very hard. Oof. I don't know if I'd change much of anything, to be honest. Maybe find that special someone. That'd be nice. I've met mongooses. They're not a threat to me at all. They're actually sometimes rather nice. I sometimes miss my parents, but I never really knew them well. And I have siblings that I sometimes contact, but we went our separate ways when we were fully grown. I think my biggest regret was not pursuing my dreams sooner. Everybody needs a hug and have a hug. Just let yourself be wrapped in my tail. I've thought about my very good friend as someone special, but they're kind of playing hard to get. So I think they just really want to take it slow. And I use they because, well, they don't know you, and I want to respect their privacy. There are lots of cold-blooded people. There's lizard people, other Lamia, gator, crocodilian. Most of me is reptile, though some of me is mammal. I mean, look at my chest. That's pretty mammal. Which is weird. If you look at my cousin, she's way more reptile than mammal. She has no testicles. She has no testes, you know. But Zuma's, she doesn't have those. Yeah, I used to live in the forest many, many years. No, the gators don't live in the sewer. They live in the rest of the city like everybody else. sometimes Lamia are born with a leg. But from what I heard, their parents usually bite it off. I don't keep any pets. I don't have time to take care of them. As it is, taking care of my coworker's little one over here, pretty hard work. I was born without legs. No, actually, I don't produce any milk. They're just, I forget the word for it because I'm no scientist, but you know how there's certain parts of the human body that are from like a long time ago in evolution, but your body doesn't really use them anymore? It's kind of like that. My mother said I was about 8 inches long when I was born and about 3 inches thick around. Vestigial, yes, I had that word on the tip of my tongue, but I kept forgetting. I don't really oil my tail. I do use lotion sometimes, especially in the winter when it gets all dry. The forest is very big. Anyone could hide there, but usually the magical creatures can sniff them out, and you don't want that to happen. Especially the spirit guardian. How am I standing? I just push myself up with my tail. It's not hard. I have lots of muscles in it. No, my dad's a Lamia like me. As is my mom. I hate to say this, but if I wanted to, I could easily construct someone to death in seconds. Huh, dogs are nice. They make lovely pets for most people, they're just not for me. Sorry, you can get a tail hug. You're more than welcome to. Yeah, the spirit guardian takes care of all the bad things that happen. All the threats. She protects the forest very well. Ayako? I don't know if I know that name or not. Oh yes, particularly pythons are strong. Us Burmese pythons are pretty strong too. It's not really offensive. I think they're kind of used to the idea. Especially because the pets can't talk or anything. Good evening, friend. Welcome to my little office soiree. Feel free to make yourself at home. I do have a rival in the court, but don't want to give out her name. She's a spider, though. And she plays hardball real well. If you want to help us, Lamia, you can spread awareness that we're not evil or scary or dangerous. You can take part in the rallies and such that other Lamias host. Let's see, Aiko. That name does sound familiar. I think she was a girl that got out based on insanity. Which makes sense, he was getting a lot of mental help at the time. Sometimes that happens. Really not much you can do about it. I know when I have clients that have severe mental health issues that affect their cognitive abilities, I actually make sure a pretty good defense. Sure, just get wrapped in my tail. It's all over the place. Ah, my tail is shades of pink. Kinda like my hair. Kitty, as in like a kitty cat? I know lots of cats. I do think there should be safe places for people with very severe mental health issues and handicaps. But I don't think we're quite there yet in a way that they would be safe and well run yet. There's still so much stigma against people like that. My tail is about 6 feet long or so. No, I don't know a Kitty Minx. People ask me about that name a lot, so maybe I should meet them one day, but I don't know where they live or anything. I shed my skin every few months. Usually the winter, spring, summer, and fall. If any need to be somewhere safe, there's lots of places to hang out in here. I got comfy chairs that I use for my clients. I have my own little hidey hole for when I have my breaks. Thank you for the card. Take care of yourself, okay? It's dangerous out there right now. No one's really ever tasted my tail before, so I wouldn't know. Chicken? Really? That's kinda gross. Thanks, Paige. I think you and I will get to be very good friends. Hello, people just joining. I am afraid we need to start cleaning up soon. Because my boss is going to have the maid service come in to do the deep clean. Because you know, with everything going on in the world right now, we gotta be extra careful to make sure everything is nice and sanitized. Who is my boss? Well, if you live in the city, you've probably heard of him. His name is Mr. Zachary Cooper. One of the top lawyers in the city. Nice to meet you, people leaving. It's been a pleasure. No, my boss is human. What kind of cases do I take? I take all kinds, so long as they don't involve children. Mostly I handle abuse cases. Sometimes, once in a while, I get a murder trial. But it's not super often. And mostly drug charges, lots of drugs. Aw, sweetheart, I'm sorry you feel that way. Chin up, okay? Think it better. I get down too sometimes. I mean, look at me, I'm a snake. In a city that's mostly full of mammals and humans. So I have to feel like a freak too. You just gotta own your strengths. Yeah, I have had cases where my client was framed. Those were tricky ones. Wait, how do people confuse sugar with cocaine? That is ludicrous. Hello there. Alright everyone, it's time to start cleaning up a bit. So if you could put your dirty paper plates in the recycling, and your cups too, and any food in the trash, I'd really appreciate it. My boss usually assigns the cases. I have heard of Minx, right? He's a legend, actually. I have not worked with him, but I'd like to. It's getting late for me. I'm not used to being out this late, usually on a work night. That's why I'd like everyone to clean up, because the cleaning service is going to be here pretty soon. And I don't want you all exposed to the chemicals they use. That would be bad. Yes, feel free to take your leave if you must. We're about wrapping up here anyway, so don't feel bad. I can easily tell the difference between Coke and sugar. It smells different. I smell it from a distance. I have a very good sense of smell. It's not like I put it right up to my nose. That'd be silly. You just give off very sweet vibes. I'm very good at picking up on personalities. It's an interesting trait I have. Yes, it is getting very late. It's dark outside and all the street lamps are on. I gotta head home in a few minutes, so I can do the work assignments I gotta do on my computer at home. And then get some shut-eye after some dinner. I have a nice roast chicken waiting for me. Yeah, winter's not very fun, but you get used to it. Oh no, I don't smoke. I'm sorry. Have a good rest of your night, everyone. Make sure you throw your trash out on your way to wherever it is you're going. Don't want to leave too much of a mess for the maids. I have a hidey hole in my office. It's a warm one. There's a heat rock under it. No, it's not Halloween anymore. That passed a while ago. Alright, it's time for me to pack up my briefcase and turn things off and get going. Feel free to see yourselves out. Lots of hugs to you all. Feel free to wrap yourselves in my tail real quick before you go. I don't mind. No, I don't have a snake mate. I just have a very close human friend. What's a Zarudo? I don't know what that is. I still don't know what that is, I'm sorry. Okay, I was trying to watch it, but like I said, I don't have much time to watch TV or anything. Thank you all for the hugs. Really appreciate it. Y'all are very sweet. Very sweet indeed. Y'all make very lovely friends. I hope to see you again very soon. Perhaps I'll throw another party or something sometime. I'm sorry, you can't stay in my tail because I gotta go home. And I value my privacy. It's kind of a Lamia trait. Sir, I'll ask any single ladies I meet. I don't know too many yet though. I haven't met a lot of people in the city yet. A New Year party would be fun. I love New Year's. I'm trying to get enough sleep. I get maybe 6 hours at night, which isn't great for Lamia, but you get used to it. Okay, I'm getting really tired, all of you. It's really time to pack up, okay? And of course we can meet up before Christmas. I'll let you know when I have my next party. I'll send the invite out online, so check your emails. All of you. Have your safe travels home, and I hope to see you again very soon. Hey y'all, I'm back. Figured I'd say hi real quick before it's Fox o'clock. So I didn't want it to become Fox o'clock while I was still roleplaying. That wouldn't have been very good. Oh no, what did I do to this window? I can't move it. No. No. Oh, fox o'clock is when my baby is ready for bed. And I have to take her back from my parents who watch her some evenings if I have something I need to do. And hello people joining. I'm sorry you missed the roleplay, but I started kind of late due to technical difficulties too, so it was kind of my bad. Like, yeah. Okay, give me just 1 second. I gotta fix something, or else it's gonna drive me bananas. I'm glad you all like my Lamia stuff. And yes, my parents know I do YouTube. I'm literally like, hey guys, I'm gonna stream for a bit, is that okay? And they're like, yeah, we'll watch the Fox for a bit. So yeah, they know I do YouTube. They don't really care. It's something for me to do to take my mind off stress. I'm actually genuinely surprised it is after 10:30 and they haven't texted me yet to let me know to wrap up. I wonder if the news is going on longer than usual because of, you know, the map show. I always feel bad when people subscribe or do anything while I'm roleplaying, because I can't thank them unless the character themselves is live streaming. And the way to tell if the character is live streaming is I have that transparent recording thing on the screen. So like Takara live streams, Aiko live streams. But like if you don't see that, it means you're interacting with the character in person. Like Sonja and Ruby and Paige and them, yeah. Well, with my oldest kid, I always called it whale o'clock when it was time for her to go to bed. So for the little one, it's fox o'clock. And when I want to go to bed, I tell the kids it's mommy o'clock. And when Daddy passes out, we're like, it's marine o'clock. It's just something weird my family does. Kind of quirky. Hello! And I apologize people just joining for missing the roleplay. But I didn't want to be giving the baby back while roleplaying. That would be tricky. Do I want the kids to join the military? Well, when they're 18, it's up to them. I mean, I don't own them. It's so weird to talk right now without the Sonja lisp. I keep trying to want to lisp, and I'm like, no, I'm me now. No more lisping. Hi, Sitzy. Sorry you missed the roleplay. It's almost time for me to get Little Fox back, and I didn't want to do that while roleplaying. That would have made things very tricky. Yeah, there is a Nika video I'm planning in the future, so don't worry. It's just a matter of having time to record, the ability to. Because people assume that if I have time to live stream, that I have time to record and edit, and that's not true. Because it takes me a long time to record, and my microphone is super sensitive. But when I do my streams, I use a headset, so it doesn't pick up as much ambient sound. But my recording microphone for ASMR picks up everything. So it could probably hear the TV my parents are watching, the kids running around, the baby crying from across the house. So I don't want to risk it. That's why I usually do my recordings very late at night after everyone's asleep. Frey is pretty fun, but I am trying to experiment with new characters, you know? Because I get inspirations for lots of stuff. But yeah, there will be a Freya stream in the future. Ah, sure thing, Wayne. Appreciate it. One of my favorite characters is Takara. That's why I have so much art that has her in it. And I enjoy my Nekos. Baby wolves are pretty cute, but nothing is cuter than a baby whale. I love baby whales. Ow, my spine. I swear, my office chair is the worst. The absolute worst. And my chair has like the worst back support. So I sit all awkward. My spine's like, no. Why you do this to me? Any VTubers catch my? Yeah, there's this whale VTuber. And I'm like, you can be a whale? Why did no one tell me that you could be a whale? I want to be a whale. So I'm having an orca made. I'm legit having an orca being made for me. Then when that model's done, I just have to get it rigged. You can check my Twitter to see the progress shots of the orca. Three things I want to take in a zombie outbreak: a means of communication, a med pack, and a bag full of non-perishable food and drinks. And yep, YouTube did delete Details channel. This time it was for adult content. She flew too close to the sun. Austin, you got it. You got it. Exactly.
It's all about humanity.
The exception being her sister Charlotte. I wanted to kind of throw people off, so I named her sister Charlotte.
It's all about humanity.
My favorite movies are, I like Cool World, I like Clockwork Orange, I like quite a few things. Well, I'm gonna become an orca. 'Cause orcas are like one of my spirit animals. And I spend a good portion of my life studying them and documenting them. So orcas are a huge part of my life. Where did my avatar come from? The one I'm using now, I commissioned from a very amazing artist and rigger named O'Kelly. She's awesome. As for my general persona, I have always been kind of a cat girl. And my name is Kitti, so that kind of defaults to cat. And my artist friend Koichi did the initial design for my persona. I don't really play any games because I don't really have time. I'm a busy mother with a couple of kids. And in my free time, I like to just chillax and let my brain mellow out watching stuff that I don't have to think about. Well, Lamias are fun. And if you look at my channel, I have lots of different kinds of creature characters. I've seen a lot of anime, a lot of old school anime though, not much new stuff. I haven't had time to watch new stuff, but anything from the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s I've seen. My mom is into anime too, but she doesn't watch the new stuff either because, well, she doesn't have the time. I listen to some podcasts. Like, I know people aren't fans of them, but I listen to the H3 podcast to help me sleep. There's just something about it that's just very soothing. I don't get it. Well, what's better than a Lamia wife? They give the best cuddles. I saw Fist of the North Star a long time ago. I haven't done an escape room, but I would like to someday. I have a dragon character, but she likes women. But sometimes you just have to have a lesbian dragon, you know? Sometimes you just have to have a dragon lesbian. No, I haven't watched that podcast or his videos. Sorry, my avatar keeps glitching. I keep taking drinks. And it does not like it. It never knows what to do when I hold the bottle up to my face. It's like, what? Oh, you're fine, dude. I'm sorry you missed the roleplay. But once the VOD's available, you should be able to catch it. Ugh, my back and neck are tense. Big oof. I would rather snuggle my favorite person. And I'm kind of biased in that regard because I really miss my husband right now. He's in the Marine Corps. He's on a deployment right now, so I won't see him until May. Unless I get permission to visit him on the base he's at. But that's paperwork he has to process. There might be a J stream in the future, but I don't have a model of her yet. I might get one next month when I have the money. I'm not sure yet, because getting these models made is expensive. Well, the individual models aren't super expensive, but they add up. Because I just had Poppy made and Kalia. And I had one made of Little Fox, so when she steals my thunder during a live stream, I can just switch to her and let her be the star. Hi, Isabella. I do have a model problem. I have a bit of an addiction. But I gotta pace myself, or my husband will get mad. Yeah, tree money. Because I don't sneeze that much. I get like sniffles when I have allergies, but I don't really sneeze. Little Fox sneezes all the time, so if she made money every time she sneezed, she'd be a millionaire. What's up, the man? Sorry you missed the roleplay stream. I was getting concerned because usually 10:30 my time is Fox o'clock, and I didn't want to be plopped down with a fox while roleplaying. It's easier to juggle a fox when I'm me. I have lots of pets. I have a dog, 5 cats, a parrot, and a ball python snake. Just curious, do y'all want to see the model of Little Fox I had made? My dog is part corgi, part pit bull. Okay, hang on. I will switch to Little Fox mode. Let me switch programs. Thank you, Mike, for muting on me. I really appreciate it. But look, I had his tail. Hey, I am little fox now. Ooh. Hello. Stretchy stretch. Big stretch. This is a V-Ride model that I had made for me. And it's Little Fox. Okay, y'all, I hate to say this, but even though I haven't been notified of it being Fox o'clock yet, it is getting late for me. And I did not get a lot of sleep last night, so I may want to go lay down until I get the fox back. And yes, this is for baby little fox. For when she steals my thunder during a live stream. When she does that, I'll just switch to this and be like, okay, Fox, you take over. Yeah, sorry this wasn't a very long stream. I started late due to technical difficulties. And also, I am admittedly a bit on the tired side. Don't worry, I'll stream again soon. I am cutting back though because I have some stuff going on in my personal life that I gotta deal with. If you're curious about that, there's a post in my community tab in regards to it. I've been chugging Mountain Dew like for the past couple hours, but I had a cough for a few days and I was terrified I had the Rona. And I was like, no, I don't want the Rona. But then the cough went away, but I'm still kind of gunky in the throat, so might have just been bronchitis. I can't make tea. My kitchen is a disaster because it's being rebuilt. I have a tea maker and I can't use it because my kitchen is all jacked up. Makes me sad. It's okay. I haven't really mentioned it lately, but yeah, they're taking forever to fix the kitchen up. Because they keep like forgetting parts when they come in, and I'm like, you guys, just fix the kitchen. Make it nice. I want to use it again. Yay, roofers! The 2 dislikes on this stream are people who are either afraid of snakes or don't like foxes. You'd be surprised, man. There's a lot of baby haters out there. Oh, I love you too, Emma. You're so nice. Yeah, yes, danger noodles. And then the boop noodles. Hello. Hope things are good for you too. I'm about ready to sign off, unfortunately. Because I am really tired and I'm probably about to get my baby back for the night. I just got the text. It is Fox o'clock. I'd best get going so I can grab the baby. Hello and good night. No problem, y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed the stream and the roleplay and everything. Good night, everybody. Sleep well if it's nighttime for you. And have a good day if it's daytime. Night-night.